Hi everyone, and welcome to CreativeChelsey. I just received my paper pumpkin kit for November 2019 and couldn't wait to get started to make a card. So I've come up with this quick and simple snowflake card, let it snow card, that I wanted to share with you to kickstart the paper pumpkin week, which will really start on Monday and go till Friday of next week. So this is a really fun card to make, and it's got some really great textures, and I am using some retire products on these cards, but go ahead and use what you have. So for the background, I've used a pool party cardstock, and I've embossed it with this large polka dot embossing folder. I think for my next card, I'm going to leave this step out, but if you like this extra look in the back, go ahead and find something similar and do that to your pool party cardstock. And then for the top piece, the Whisper White cardstock, I used a smaller polka dot embossing folder. And we're going to go ahead and do that. All the cardstock sizes will be in the description below. So go ahead and stick that in your embossing folder, and then you're going to just run that through your Big Shot. So I love the texture that gives this piece of paper or cardstock. So let's go ahead and put those things together. So we've got a piece of real red cardstock for our card base. We're going to add some pool party. And like I said, if you want this embossed, go ahead. And we're just going to place that at an angle. And then do the same for your Whisper White. Okay. The next step is we're going to actually change the colors of our snowflakes. I don't know if you noticed, but these are in Pool Party. And I've got a really fun technique for you to show you how to do that. So grab a piece of scrap paper, and we're going to use one small snowflake and the large and medium snowflakes. Now make sure you save this paper that we're pulling this snowflake out of, because my next video that will be on Monday, I'm going to be showing you how to use this negative space from this medium-sized snowflake to create a really beautiful card. So don't throw away this paper. I'll show you once this comes out. It's being difficult. Okay, so we're going to be using this paper, this size of snowflake, for one of the cards I've got planned for next week. Okay, so I've got my 3 snowflakes, and we're going to use the Stamping Blends markers on these snowflakes to really bring them, or to color them. So you can use, I've got the light Pool Party and the dark. I'm just going to use the dark, and just go ahead and color it all over the snowflake. Okay, so the large one's done. The nice thing about using blends is you don't ever see your lines once it dries, because it just blends really nicely together. Okay, the medium one, and then we'll do this large one, or excuse me, the small one. I was looking at something else. Okay. So we've got our 3 snowflakes. We do need an extra strip of real red cardstock, And you're going to just punch this with the triple banner punch. So it's 3/4 of an inch wide. So you need to turn it around and just punch out those ends. And that's going to go down. And then we do have a real red strip. So that's from the kit, but we don't want it in real red. So we're going to flip it over and use our dark Pool Party to color the back to be Pool Party. And then we do need a stamp, so let's do that. We're going to stamp Let It Snow in Pool Party. Okay, so we're ready to assemble our card. We have got all our pieces. So let's start by, we're going to pinch each of these little snowflakes, and so they kind of fluff up a little bit. And you're going to do that to the middle one, the medium size. Don't do it to the small one. It's a little bit too thin and you can tear it pretty easily. So start by adding your larger snowflake. And I did put it at the top. This time I'm going to probably bring it down just a little bit so it's a little more centered on the card. Next I'm going to add the real red with some dimensionals. I'm only going to place this one on the end somewhat close to the center so that when it goes over my snowflake, it I'll just stick it down there. So then it kind of has some room to like go over that snowflake. Maybe I'll put one right there. Okay, so that's down. Next we're going to add the Pool Party. You can just use some snail for that. And place that in the middle. So this side is, well, it's up a little bit, or down a little bit, it needed to come up. Okay, there we go. Don't miss out on the fun. Make sure you're subscribed to Paper Pumpkin. Click on the link below by the 10th of the month to get next month's kit. And then before we add our Let It Snow, we're going to wrap some twine around it. And I've got maybe about 18 inches or so. Just going to wrap that around my 3 fingers and lay it down by adding some snail. Oh. Let's just do it this way. I noticed that this twine kind of kinks up on itself as I've been using it. Okay. So then just add some dimensionals. And place that in the center. And now we can add the rest of our snowflakes. Okay, so the last thing, if you'd like, you can add some of the rhinestones, or yeah, rhinestones. And I'm just going to use the 3 big ones. Let's put one down here, and then one up at the top, one on this side. Okay, so that was a really fun, quick card that uses some of the pieces that come in the paper pumpkin kit. Make sure to check back every day next week for all my paper pumpkin tutorials. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe, like, and share. Visit CreativeChelsey.com for more information about paper pumpkin and to start getting your monthly kit. Have a creative day. Bye.